Hi, welcome to another episode of How to Do Atkins Low Carb. My name is Kent Altena, and today's episode comes out of another question that I've received in the comments section that always appears below the videos. And the question went as this: how do you determine what your goal weight should be? Obviously, there's always the BMI standard, which simply takes your height and your weight and projects a number out of it. It doesn't tell you at all what the composition of that body is. You could be completely unfit, but there you go, there's your goal weight. There have been NBA stars that have been listed as obese, but you look at their body and they're less than 10% body fat. You can go to the MetLife tables and kind of look at, take your height, adjust for what your frame size is, and plug that in and see what it suggests your body weight should be. That's a good starting point. That's a good place to perhaps target from. You can take past history on how you looked at a certain weight in your past, and if that weight looked good on you, you could pick that as your goal weight. Well, those are kind of good starting points on what number you should have as you start out. You know, when I weighed 429 pounds, I had no idea what I would look like when I eventually reached goal. I just picked a number out of the blue and said, hey, that number kind of looks good. Why don't I shoot for that? And that number happened to be 225. Was that number the correct number? Well, I have the rest of my life to figure that out, whether or not I should be actually a little lower or higher than that. What I did when I was losing the weight, though, as I got closer and closer to goal, that number became less important. What number actually became more important was figuring out what my body fat percentage was. That's really the number that tells you how your body is architected. Are you still holding all that fat that you used to have, or are you replacing that with muscle tissue? Is the muscle tissue growing while your fat cells are shrinking? That's the number that really should be more important. That number that sits on the scale usually is one that drives a lot of people's happiness or grief for the day. However, I'd like to encourage you to perhaps understand that the scale is just another number. The scale is just a number that points to direction or target or trending in which way you're heading. Look at other numbers. Take your measurements. Take your measurements and plug those into those websites out there. I'll post them in the right-hand side links in which they take your measurements and calculate out what your body fat percentage is. Track those numbers as well. Like I said in one of my videos, that goal weight is just another number. There may be other numbers that may be just as important as that number. So how did I know what number I should shoot for? It's just a ballpark. Once you set a target, you're not beholden to that target. You can always change that target as you get closer and closer to it. Maybe you set it too low, maybe you set it too high. It's about figuring out where you are. Well, that concludes another episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. Feel free to comment below because this show is about you. You ask the questions, I respond. It's about making sure that you guys are successful on this diet as I was. So thanks for commenting, thanks for watching, and good day.